Hello, everybody out there in OG land. This is Steve Martin calling in from my command center in Calgary, Alberta, Canada here in my office, and excited and honored to be on the Millionaire Mentorship broadcast. I love that word, broadcast, and I know that, Coach Hill last week on the Millionaire Mentorship broadcast, he kind of branded that, and that's exactly what we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen, is we are broadcasting to a large audience all around the world, all at the same time, whether you're on live or you're looking at this from the replay. It's a great tool. It's a great opportunity for you to connect with the top leadership inside of Organo. And really, that's a smart way to run any type of business. I know that inside of this business, we are all independent distributors. We all own our business independently, but we're not in business alone. And this is why I love this part of the week more than any other. Sunday evenings, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will always find one of the mentors on the Millionaire Mentorship broadcast telling you and sharing with you some amazing information. And ladies and gentlemen, the information and the stories and the lessons that you're going to learn on these calls, I truly do believe are an integral part of your global business as you're growing. Whether you've just got started in the business, literally today, as we have people on the call today, I know personally we have people on the call today that have literally just got started today, and I know that we have people on the call here today that have been on this call consistently and persistently over the last 10 years. Because in fact, Organo is a 10-year-old company. If you're just looking at this for the first time, what I love about this information is that it's open for everybody. And everyone from anywhere can get this information at any time. So there really is no excuse to say, look, wow, I meant to get onto this call, but life happened and I couldn't make it. And, but here we are today, whether you're here live or you're listening to it at a more convenient time. Congratulations for, investing that small amount of time into the future of your lifestyle. And it's awesome because, myself and my wife, Rhonda, we're black diamonds inside of this business, and we're actually founding members, have been in this business in June, coming up next month, will be for 10 years. And this is actually the first network marketing company that we've ever been involved with. But my wife and I are entrepreneurs. We are business owners who use network marketing as a model, as a vehicle to build wealth. And that's really what I want you to start understanding, ladies and gentlemen, is that this business is a wealth creation model. See, anybody can make money doing things. We can trade our time for money for the rest of our lives. But what we have found is that it's a less effective way than it is when you're building a business based on products with people. Then they're never going to stop using the products that we're using inside of this business. Now, Organo started in 2008 in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada. And today, Organo is a 10-year-old proven company, has done over $2 billion in global sales, and has been able to affect millions of people's lives all around the world at the same time. And that's what's amazing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that you actually have an opportunity to partner with a billion-dollar company. And all you need to do is make a decision one time to try the products, to engage into the business, and help others to do the same. And you can make an amazing residual additional income from home, because that's where I am right now. I am in my home doing this business, touching the world as we speak. And now Organo has a very simple business model. And really what Organo is I want to explain exactly what Organo is. Organo is a healthier living company. We offer delicious, safe, and effective products designed for daily use of a healthier lifestyle. And we provide a global opportunity for you to achieve your financial goals and dreams. When you really think about what I just said there, is that we promote health and wellness, we promote lifestyle, and we offer an opportunity for you to actually reach, to achieve your dreams and your goals. And I guess a question would be, why are you on this call, this broadcast today? Why are you here looking to invest, 50 to 60 minutes of your time Sunday evening, if you're live, and whatever it is that you're going to be listening to throughout the week, if you're not live, why have you made that decision to invest that 50 to 60 minutes on a weekly basis? And the answer should be because you believe that this is this is part of your success. This is the progress to your success. And inside of any success, it's going to take some time. And if you can put yourself into an environment where the time is well spent with people who have done, people who are doing, and people who are living the lifestyle that you are looking to be able to do. And that's why I think that it's a very intelligent way for you to start and to continue to run your business. So again, Organo's story is very powerful and impactful around the world because we simply promote products that people want, need, and can afford. And we offer this amazing opportunity for you to achieve your dreams and your goals if you have those. A lot of the calls that you're going to be listening to, whether you go back and hit some of the archived calls, what I would suggest is that you plug into OG Academy. And inside of your back office in OG Academy is literally a world-class training system that we have put together and continue to update every day with new information, with new videos, with new audio, with new information that you can use to build your business. And all of these calls that that we've been doing over the last 10 years are actually archived in one place or another. And recently, the broadcast that we've been using, this Zoom platform, as well as, of course, Facebook, is being broadcast all around the world for your convenience. And you can go back and listen to them again in case you missed some of that information or something that you hear inside of these presentations impacted you a little bit. I suggest obviously that you've got your amazing hot beverage. I've got my favorite cup right here that I got from my team down in Dana Point, which is in Southern California. And it says right here, it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. We love OG, and this is the cup that I use because it's a big cup, and I love the way that my coffee tastes in this specific cup, and that's why I use it all the time. So if you've got your favorite cup of beverage that you're sipping right now, whether it's hot or it's cold, or maybe it could be one of our energy drinks, or you could simply be having your meal replacement right now from the OGX Phoenix line, which is, of course, as we talk about here, we've got our OGX right here, big X right here. X stands for transformation, because we are really just interested in reshaping our lives, literally one cup at a time, one meal at a time, one energy drink at a time. And that, of course, all feeds into this healthier lifestyle that we would all love to have every single day. And what I love about Organo is that it has been built upon stories. And the stories of success are amazing because, you may not remember all of the things that we're going to speak about tonight. And I'm going to share with you some information that I really do believe is impactful. And if it's applied inside of your business, just like the information that you hear from all of the other presenters week after week after week, if you actually take some of that information and you apply it into your life, into your business, I'm telling you right now, because I've done this and I'm speaking from experience, is that over the last 10 years, I've been able to take that information and apply it to my life and my daily method of operation, my DMO. I call it my daily method of operation. The things that I do every day that, as Coach Hill spoke about, produce income. It's my income producing activities. I love that call last week, Coach Craig Hill, that talked about income producing activities. And that's such a critical point of your business, because really all we have, ladies and gentlemen, every day is we have the gift of time. Every day that we are born, or every day that we wake up and we're still alive, I believe, my dad used to say, every day that you're on the right side of the dirt is a day that you should be grateful. And every day that I wake up, I make sure that I don't take that for granted. So maybe write that one down right there, is that time is not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed any time, but the time that we spend together and the time that we use effectively absolutely do result in the way that we get to live our lives. Because really it is a choice, ladies and gentlemen, how we live our lives. And you have chosen to use this platform, this broadcast, for you to become just a little bit better. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I say that is because every week I not only listen to the original broadcast every Sunday, but I go back through the week when I have scheduled the time to do so to actually listen to some of the great mentors that have been on these calls over the past weeks and months and years, because there's always things there that you're going to find that are going to be impactful to you. And it's amazing. And I challenge you to do this, is that you might think to yourself, look, the last time I listened to Rod Smith, I thought I heard it all. I thought, 2 weeks ago, Rod Smith was on the call, our diamond out of Denver, Colorado there. And this is the guy that's breaking blue diamonds and diamonds all over the place, and is probably one of the most impactful leaders that we have inside of Organo right now because of his amazing story and the way that he cares about people so deeply. And 2 weeks ago, if you haven't had a chance to look at it, he did a presentation where he had a lot of pictures. He had a lot of slides that really impacted me, because this is what I love about the broadcast format that we have right now, is that we can actually add things to these. And if you take a look at what he spoke about last 2 weeks ago, I highly suggest you get people that maybe didn't hear that one or listen to that one or see that one, get them back to listen to that. You can do all that through OGA, through the webinar section. And then there's 3 sections inside the webinar section. The first one being the Millionaire Mentorship section, which is where we are today. We've also got the business and product call that we do every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing call, because again, not only do we have the Sunday call where we're going to have the Millionaire Mentorship, we're going to have mentorship happening, we're also going to have experts inside of the business of Organo that are going to be sharing their values and their experiences with our products. And I know that you are out there right now, and we have many, many people out there that, have used our products and are continuing to use our products, and you're feeling better. And we don't make any medical claims, we don't make any health claims, income claims, none of that. We don't have to do that, because all we have to do is tell the stories of how it's affected us positively. And I can tell you right now, we have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that have used our products and have told us their stories. And I can tell you right now, for Rhonda and myself, this has been the most impactful part of the business, and the reason why we're so passionate about what we have with our products. Yes, you can make money inside of Organo. Yes, you become financially free. Yes, you can live the dreams that you've dreamed of, and even more. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't have your health, your wealth really isn't going to be that important to you. And I can tell you that Mr. Bernard Chua, Mr. Holton Buggs, and Mr. Shane Moran have really given us these products that we can use that impact people's lives on a health level. Now, this call every Monday, again, it's a broadcast. It's going to be live, and it's going to be something that you can get back and look at. And this is I get this opportunity today to really announce who's going to be speaking tomorrow morning. I'm speaking to you live right now, Sunday evening, but tomorrow morning, Monday, we have none other than, my amazing business partner, the queen of Ganoderma, none other than Miss Diamond, $1 million a year income earner, Miss Marianne Node. And I can tell you, she was the lady who thought of us first inside of this business. And she said, look, this might be something that I think you and Steve really need to take a look at, when she was speaking to Rhonda. And, she spent the time to literally give us some simple information, to share a story, to tell us what was going to happen, because she had the vision to do so. And we bought into that vision. And 10 years later, I can honestly say that Rhonda, myself, my 2 kids, our families, and other families around the world have been positively impacted by that one single conversation. And I will always be grateful for that, and to the leadership that we have inside of our business. She will be speaking tomorrow on the power of Ganoderma. And I can tell you right now, you don't want to miss this one, because she speaks and the world listens. In fact, this is a lady that for years had a radio program called Spilling the Beans, where she literally had over 1 million people listen to that call over that 3 years, and impacted people's lives globally. And she's one of our business partners. She'll be on the call tomorrow, and you can go back and listen to some of the other ones as well that have been on there. And I can tell you that, we've got people like Dr. Bob Rakowski on there, Casey Nielsen, we got Nikki Idetta, Casey Nielsen Martin, and we've got Nikki Idetta on there. All of these beautiful ladies, all of these beautiful leaders have made such an impact in my life, and with the stories that they've been able to tell using the Ganoderma. And I can tell you that, if you've got questions in regards to what is happening to your body because you've simply changed your coffee or your meal, or you've added a different energy drink to your daily routine, and now you're feeling a little bit better, you're sleeping better, you got this energy, you don't have these pitfalls that you're falling down in the middle of the day because it feels like your tank is empty. There's a reason, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we got inside of our products. See, our products are nothing more than delivery systems for the magic of the Ganoderma, and I love that call. And then, of course, we have from the 21st of the month, every month to the end of the month, we have the Red Zone Blitz calls, and this is an amazing brand new initiative that we just put out the last 2 months. Again, it's a broadcast, and every single day you will hear from one of the top income earners inside of our business from the 21st to the 30th or the 31st, whatever it is in the month, or the 28th if it's, obviously in February. And you will hear them showing the plan. We talk about STP, showing the plan, or as Craig Hill likes to say, share the products, see the people, show the plan. We're going to show the plan for you. This is a great way in the red zone, the last 10 days of the month, where massive action happens inside your business, that you need to be inviting people to those calls. And if you haven't had a chance to get them on those calls, this is the great thing. You don't have to wait till the 21st to get those people on those calls, because you know what? Those calls are also archived inside of OGA under webinars, on the Red Zone Blitz calls, and you don't even have to be a member. This is cool. You don't even have to be a distributor inside of Organo to use this free service that Organo has put up there, all right? You can just go to the OGA website and get into those 3 calls without actually having to log into your back office, which is amazing, because I think it's a tool that we can share with everybody out there. And ladies and gentlemen, today's age, we share everything. We share our pictures, we share our life, our food, our relationships, we share our successes, our, some of the tragedies. We share good news, bad news, it doesn't matter. We just want to get recognized and noticed through social media. So use social media properly. Use it to build your business responsibly. And we've actually got a system in place to help you do that as well. So we can help you through this, and we can grow together in the business. So again, ladies and gentlemen, these 3 calls are absolutely critical for you to plug yourself into. So that's kind of my, my announcements at the beginning here. Of course, I always want to start the conversation out with, events, because events are really where the business is built. Events build belief, and really without belief, if you don't believe in something, you're actually going to do nothing. And when you do nothing in the business, you get paid exactly for what you just did. You get paid nothing. See, Organo has always been a very fair company to a point where it's almost been excessive, because see, what I've realized inside of this business, they've paid us always, when I'm talking about money now, because my background is in business. It's in the oil and gas business, in the construction business, and I've done that my entire life. And I'm very, very interested in creating profitable business models that can be duplicated or shared with other people, because I know that there's a better way to work than to work for wages. Absolutely. You need to find an additional stream of income, or you will never really be able to achieve those dreams and goals that we all speak about and read about all the time. Is it important to have those dreams and goals? Absolutely. Without a doubt, that's the starting point of all success, is your desire, as Napoleon Hill speaks about in his book, Think and Grow Rich. But you've got to have a plan in place, and the plan in place is Organo. And the starting point of that plan is to start. That's step 1. Start something, right? So we've got our big event coming up here in September 1st and 2nd, and that's going to be in Las Vegas. That's our international convention. That's where the world comes to celebrate your success. And that's going to be at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. All of those tickets and information is online right now. You can get into OGA, and you can find out all of that information that you need, also available in your back office as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a number of events going on all over the world. In fact, I've been just on social media and have just been talking to some of my friends and partners over there in Europe. I know we've got, Mr. Abby Aikiola, the first, Abby and Renee Aikiola, the first diamonds inside of Organo. Way back when there was no such thing as a diamond. Great, amazing examples, as well as he's a blue diamond right now. And of course, his partner in success is none other than Blue Diamond. Edwin Haynes is over there. just finished up in London, now over in Milan, and I know he's got a couple other spots planned for Europe. We've got, Cosmos Magembe over there, another blue diamond, $500,000 a month in sales, minimum. These are all multi-million dollar a year earners over the past 10 years who have created this income through the same opportunity that I'm going to speak to you about today. So again, you should be super excited about this because they're now your business partners. They're people that are doing the things that you need to do, and you can plug into the events that they're part of. And that's not only just in Europe and Africa. We've got events happening in Mexico. We've got events happening in South America. We've got events happening, of course, in the United States and Canada, Asia. We've got a global reach, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's so exciting about Organo. It truly is a business that has a global reach. Why? Because we have products that everybody already uses. See, we don't have to introduce something new to anyone. Everywhere I've gone around the world over the last 10 years, and I've worked in all 50 countries that we're in right now, and then some, is that we've actually been able to identify over that period of time that everywhere I've gone around the world, people know what coffee is. They know what tea is. They may or may not try my products, but they know what they are, and they know the value of those products. And then as we add these new products, our meal replacement lines and our energy drinks, the OGX Phoenix line, I'm telling you right now, people are jacked up out of their minds. We got stories everywhere of people that are, that are reshaping their lives. And that's really what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, is we have products that reshape people's lives, reshape them mentally, reshape them physically, reshape them relationships, reshaping, their bodies, reshaping their bank accounts, reshaping their careers. Amazing. Isn't it amazing when you think about what we really have, people are using anyway, and all we have to do is help them and introduce them to a product that they're already using. Build a little bit of a relationship. Ask them how they feel. Ask them what they think of the taste. Simple question. All things that we can do forever. And I don't know about you, but I heard something like, coffee's been consumed since about the 9th century. And I don't think it's going away. There's going to be a lot of changes that happen, and there has been a lot of change over the last 50 years. I'll tell you that. And I don't think coffee is going to be going away. I don't think that, we're going to be able to email a coffee to each other. I don't think we're going to be able to text, a coffee to it. We're going to have to actually drink it. We're going to actually have to, spend the time to order it and brew it and stir it and mix it and drink it and share it. When we do that, that's never going to change. So I love that about this business, ladies and gentlemen. And again, just a big shout out to all of the amazing leaders that we have out there. I often talk about, the amazing leadership that we have, in our Latin groups. Starting, of course, with Jose Ardon, Crown Ambassador, Mr. John Secturis, who just really gets out there and just, there's super examples all over the world, just showing and serving the big team. And, we've got such amazing, partners all over the world with Jose Luis Rivas, Black Diamond, Cesar Munoz, his amazing team that he's got down there, breaking diamonds down in Mexico and other parts of the world. I just love the way that people are, really embracing this opportunity and just getting it out to the people. See, I've learned something a long time ago inside this business that, it's not really my job. And write this one down. It's never going to be your job to get a yes or a no. It's not your job. Stop worrying about somebody saying yes or no to your business or your products. Your job is simply to share the products, see the people, show the plan. That's the STP. Share the products, see the people, show the plan. That's your income producing activities every day. If you do that, that is going to be a great starting point for you to grow inside of your business. If you focus on the simple things, because the simple things, ladies and gentlemen, are duplicatable. And things that are duplicatable inside of life, that's where the magic happens. That's where the multiplication happens. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm interested in not only adding to my income, definitely not interested in dividing it or subtracting it, but I'm very, very interested in multiplying my income. And we can multiply our incomes. And this is a wealth strategy, ladies and gentlemen, because anybody in this business, anybody in life can make money, but can you make wealth? Can you create wealth? And wealth is a mentality, and that is built through multiplying your income. And that's what we talk about on these Millionaire Mentorship broadcasts. So I rattled on a little bit here, but I hope that, what I spoke about it kind of gives you a brief overview of exactly what it is that we have inside of Organo and where it is that we're going. Absolutely that, you know, this business is on the fast track to amazing, amazing success, and truly, truly big things are coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I encourage you to get to the events wherever they are posted around your area. There's literally hundreds of events happening all the time, every day, all around the world of Organo, and you just need to spend a little bit of time finding out where the closest one to you is and have the effort to get there, because I'm telling you, if you've never been to an event, that's where real things are happening right now. This call tonight, this is an event. You've you know, invested some time, and again, time is your number one commodity. It's something that you're never going to get a refund on. You know, this hour will go by, and you may or may not be on this call live. It will go by. What's going to happen after that is going to be the critical thing that we talk about. So today I want to talk, I've got a little bit of a lesson here that I'd like to share with you. I don't like to really get too deep into what's going to be required for you to really, you know, move to the next step inside this business, because I think I've already given you that, and that is to really identify, you know, the proper income producing activities every day. And I'm just jumping on board with what Coach Craig Hill was talking about last week. It's the most important thing, because you're going to find yourself, see, one thing I've learned in this business is that you can become very good at things when you practice them. Here's the caveat to that though. You can become very good at the wrong things if you practice them. I'll say that again. You can become very good at the wrong things if that's all you practice. So I'm here to say to you this: let's start practicing the right things, the right income producing activities, or the right things. And every week, that's what this broadcast is about. It's going to be about you focusing on the right things to practice every day, day in and day out. So my lesson for today is this, is that, you know, I read a lot, and you'll find that that's going to be a very common denominator inside of these broadcasts. And no matter where you are around the world, if you're in any type of business that is driven and led by leaders, because really, you know, success in anything, it rises and falls off of the leadership. Wherever you go around the world, whatever industry that might be, and whether it's in this industry or any other industry, you're going to find that leadership is something that you should consider before really committing to anything long term, because it's the leadership that is going to steer you in the right direction. Now, get back to what I was speaking about, books, reading, audios, listening to. I mean, you know, there's so many different things in today's day and age where there is convenience through technology. You know, most of us, you know, either have to drive somewhere every day, whether it's to a job or, you know, driving people around here or there. You know, my day mostly consists of, you know, moving my children from one event to another, because, you know, I work from home part-time, and I have created a residual income that actually pays me and will continue to keep paying me for the rest of my life. So it allows me to have choices to do what I want with my time. And I like to invest some of that time with my kids, because they're not always going to be kids. And I am so grateful that Organo allows me to actually be part of their lives as they impact me, and I hope that I impact them. And one day they become great men because of the examples that they've been around, and that has a lot to do with the family that we have inside of Organo here. Now, one of the books that many of us have read and continue to keep reading, I love to read John Maxwell, and he has a number of different books. And he says in one of his books that, this is the lesson now, is that few leaders are successful unless a lot of people want them to be. So that tells me something right there. Few leaders are successful unless a lot of people want them to be. So really, what would people want out of their leadership? I think they would want examples. I think they would want proof. I think they'd want evidence. That's what I looked for when I started building this business inside of Organo. And the first three people that I looked at were, you know, Mr. Bernardo Chua, Mr. Shane Moran, and Mr. Holton Buggs. And I looked at their level of leadership and their evidence of success. And that is what I decided to follow, because they were doing the things They were impacting people, and they were living the life that I was interested in living in some form or another. And that may be the way it is for you and the person that got you started in the business. If it's not, well, what I would suggest is that you look at some of the leadership inside of the company, and you will see that it is absolutely world class. Now, how do you, create this experience? And as a leader, how do you create these results? Well, let's talk about the first step. And reading. Reading books is never enough to make a difference in your life. I'm going to say that again. Reading books, it's not enough to make that difference. What has the potential to change your life is your response to what you read. So what you're really telling me is about the action. So I can read all day long. I can listen to all the audio. I can attend seminars. I can get on all the webinars. I can get on all the Zoom calls. I can spend hours and hours and hours of doing that. But that's really not going to make a difference unless I actually use that information. I have the potential of using that information and my response to that information. So write that down. Nothing happens without action. See, you can put it into your mind, but if it actually doesn't, create the action, because nothing happens without action. Now, I believe that as a leader, you've got to have a high level of credibility. The question I have for you is whether you consider yourself a leader or you do not yet, you're definitely an example. You're an example to somebody somewhere. And there is, believe it or not, I think that everybody would say yes to this, is that there is people out there that count on you to do more. I think that's true. I think there is people out there that love you and expect for you to be the person to show them the way. And see, there's people out there that believe in you, and you owe it to them to become the best person you can be. Being on this call, being on this broadcast is an amazingly intelligent way for you to take that process to success. So credibility, are you worthy of credit? Ask yourself that. Are you worthy of credit? And I'm not talking credit score. I mean, are you credible? What have you done? More importantly, what are you doing? What are you doing and where are you going? That creates a level of credibility. Credibility is a very important part of becoming a leader. Now, credibility begins with your personal success. Credibility begins with your personal success. Now, you might not think that you have a lot of success yet, but I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, you being on this broadcast today or in the replay, that's a level of success. This is the Millionaire Mentorship, not the hope you guys could all come out, hang out, and we could talk about, stuff on Facebook. No, that's not this call. This isn't the let's all get together and take a look at what we ate last night pictures. No, that's not this call. This is the Millionaire Mentorship, meaning that we will mentor you on your way to becoming financially free and reshaping your life if you allow it to happen. And the reason we can say that is because that's what has happened to me. That's what happened to the other leaders on these calls. So again, credibility begins with personal success. It ends with helping others reach personal success. That's a true leader. Leadership requires credibility. Personal credibility is created 3 ways. I'll speak of 3 ways. The first way that we are able to create personal credibility is through initiative. Are you a self-starter? Initiative. Let's break the word initiative down. Initiate. Start something. Move. You do initiate movement, action. Easily said, you have to get up so you can go up. That's one way. Second way, sacrifice. You want to build credibility? It's going to take sacrifice. You're going to have to give up so you can go up. Anybody want to go up? Or you like being right where you are? I know the answer to that because that's why you're on this broadcast. You don't want to be where you are. I don't want to be where I am. I'm going up. I got to sacrifice. Sometimes I got to leave my family. Sometimes I got to leave the country. Sometimes I got to take risks. Sometimes I got to do the things I'm uncomfortable doing every day. Sometimes I have to speak to people even when I don't feel like speaking to people, because I know every day I got to show the products. I got to see the people, and I got to show the plan every day. And I've done that, and I continue to do that, and I continue to get the results of freedom. We all know freedom is anything. You can describe freedom any way but free. But it's worth it. Here's a way. We're just speaking about it today. Third way that we build personal credibility. Maturity. You're going to have to grow up so you can go up. Let's recap. You want to build personal credibility. Credibility is important. Why? Because you need to be credit worthy so that people will follow your examples of success. See, if you think you're a leader and you have nobody following you, you're just out for a walk. Who are you leading? And even if you don't lead anybody today, but you're leading the proper leadership skills, you're building that credibility, I'm telling you right now, you will attract the people who are looking for you and what you stand for because of your evidence of success. We got to take the initiative. We're going to have to sacrifice, and we got to grow up. We got to mature. We got to get, we got to become adults. This is big boy and big girl business. We don't play games here. Absolutely, we have amazing times. We love meeting with people. We love talking to people. We love having coffee and jazz mixers. I love having shaker parties. I love having people come over and just smile and laugh and tell us their stories. But I tell you right now, it's a serious business because I take my family's future very serious, and you should too, because my family, they rely on me to be that example, and I take that very seriously. So I have to be credit worthy. I have to be credible. Question. I'm going to say it slowly because it's kind of an interesting question. How you do the how in success? Okay. So again, question is, how you do the how in success. So how do I get success? Okay, you talked about credibility, you talked about the importance of that. I got that. Okay, I got to have success. I have to show evidence of success. Well, it comes down to your attitude. And I think it was, Coach Hill again. I loved his broadcast last week. Your attitude determines your altitude. So how high you're going to go. And it comes down to, the way you feel. There's two prevalent types of attitude that I want to speak about. Two types. And the two types of attitude that I'm going to speak about now is this. Attitude number one is the entitled attitude. What have you done for me lately? Really? Don't you know who I am? What have you done for me? Organo, you know who I am? I bought a gold pack. I'm a gold pack consultant. What have you done for me lately? That is an attitude that probably not a lot of people are going to follow. Second type of attitude that would be probably more profitable for you is the value-driven attitude. What can I do for you today? Not what have you done for me? What can I do for you? This is an example. Through this broadcast, I'm asking you, what can we do for you today? We can share with you millionaire mentorship information. We can share with you a step-by-step process for you to achieve your goals and your dreams. I'm not asking for anything in return. I'm begging you to use this information, apply it to your life, impact other people, and become free, because it's a choice. There's no magic formula here, ladies and gentlemen. You absolutely qualify to be free if you make that choice. So it's not about what have you done for me lately. You need more of what can I do for you today. So my question for you is this: are you happy? You know, are you happy? Do you even know what happiness is? I'm not talking about settling. No, I'm okay. I hear that all the time. You know? No, everything's pretty good. Everything's okay. Compared to what? What do you compare your okay to? I don't know. I can tell you right now that before I started into Organo, I had created millions of dollars worth of income. I had in my mind created financial freedom by the age of 35. And it was okay. But I had not created my freedom yet. See, the price I paid for the perception of financial freedom was all my time. I had none of it. At that time, I didn't have children either. My life changed. So thank you, Organo. Thank you, Marianne. No, thank you, Bernie, Shane, and Holton. I truly do say that every day. Because gratitude can never give it enough. Truly has made all the difference in life. And I can say to myself, when I ask this question, are you happy? I am absolutely happy. Am I satisfied? I don't think I'll ever be satisfied, but I'm happy. And I want to talk a little bit about happiness, because that's in my opinion something that I think people misunderstand. Being okay is not happy. You know, I've spoken to people who were very happy that they had dinner that day because they didn't have it the day before. They're very happy. So it's relative to your situation. But on this broadcast, we're going to broaden your mind, and we're going to show you that there's more available. It's available. Just got to make a choice. Happiness is created by simple, easy things we do every day. Okay? There's a starting point. I always like to keep things very simple. On any of the broadcasts or any of the audios that I've ever spoke on, that's what people say to me all the time. I love the call, Steve. It was so easy. I said, awesome. What did you do about it? Well, I'm gonna do, yeah, I hear that story all the time. I really love the way you explained this. I said, great. Did you use it? Well, no. So I'm here to tell you, you got to do it. It's like Art Williams, you know, that video. It's an old video. Just do it. I love that one. Look it up on YouTube. Happiness is created by simple, easy things we do every day. Here's an awakening. Unhappiness is created by simple, easy things we do not do every day. Okay, happiness, things I do every day. Unhappiness, things I don't do every day. All right, so easy to write that one down. You can probably remember that one. You know, we have 100% control over how we feel and what we do every day. Even if you're in a place where maybe some of your freedoms are less available, you still have a choice of what you do and how you feel every day. Always remember that. Be happy first. Be happy first. Be happy that you're alive. Be happy that you have your health. Be happy that you have your family, your relationship. Be happy for something. Be happy that all the air is in the tires of your cars. Be happy that you have a front door. Be happy that you have, you know, a fork, a spoon. Be happy for something every day, because there's always something you can be grateful for. Be happy first, and the reasons will appear for why you need to do more. Be happy first. And the reasons will appear for you to do more, to achieve more. Be happy first. See, everybody does what they want before what they should do. Don't you agree? You know, Holton explains it best. He says, you know, people do what they want before things that they should do. And that's such an amazing principle when you think about it, when you're trying to understand people. And you and I are the same. For sure, I always look at doing the things I want first all the time. But I also know that if I continue to keep only doing the things that I want to do every day, I'll have less chance of reaching my big dreams and my big goals. It is going to take some work. And usually the direction that I need to go is by doing some of the things that I don't like to do every day. You know, just a little bit. Because if I keep doing the things that I love to do, well, I'll probably just keep getting the same results, and I want more. And you should want more. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. I ask this question quite often, and I want you to be honest. You know, I know you're gonna, you know, because you're on this call, your mind's at a different place right now, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, how important, I got to start thinking differently. But if I was just to come up to you on the street, and we're doing a survey, and I ask you this question, to be honest, and I ask you, do you want personal development or you do want to be rich? Question, do you want personal development? Hi, my name's Steve. Thanks for stopping on the middle of the street. Question for you. We're doing a survey. Do you want personal development or do you want to be rich? The vast majority of people, more than 90% of people say, I want to be rich. Okay, so that's obviously a question where they do and they say and respond from what they want. Everybody wants to be rich. Great. Most say rich. Now, here's the next question. Do you want to be rich or do you want to be happy? 100% of the people, happy. What? So, personal development or be rich? Rich. Got it. 95% of the time. Other question. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be rich? I want to be happy. So the starting point is happiness. If we can focus on just being happy more often, that's what people want. And if people want to be happy and they only do things that they want, let's give them something that makes them happy. Share the product. See the people. Show the plan. Give them what they want. See, everybody needs personal development. It's one of the greatest lessons that I learned from Shane Moran when I first got started. Was a tremendous example in my life. He said, Steve, what he learned through his life of working with people, people like Tony Robbins and so on and so forth, is he said, look, everybody needs personal development. Most people do not want it. I was like, wow. So he says, don't focus on giving people what they don't want because they'll fight you. I said, okay. Shane, what do people want? He says, Steve, people want coffee. They want tea. They want to feel better. They want to make more money. They want to live freer. They want more choices. Great. So let's do that. So picture this now, and you can write this down. Take out your piece of paper or your notebook. I got my notebook right here, and I this is my Bible. This is my, every event that I've ever been to, my notes are in here. I refer to them often, quotes, things, just everywhere I go, I pick up things that impact me at that time, and then I review them. So write this down. It's a simple picture. So starting point, happiness, right? Happiness. And then an arrow over, happiness creates emotion, okay? Underneath happiness, put the word emotions and an arrow that says motions. So happiness creates emotions. Emotions create motion. Motion is action. Action goes under emotions. Arrow. That creates habits. Your actions create the habits. Happy actions, happy habits. Your habits go under actions, and habits, arrow, results. So now this is how it looks. Happiness to emotion. Emotions to motion. Motion is action. Action is habits. Habits create the results. Simple, duplicatable things that people can do every day with a large group of people over a consistent period of time. Share the products, see the people, show the plan. So to summarize that, emotional actions create changed habits, which create big results. There's your formula. Starts with happiness. So you have a choice to be happy or you have a choice not to be happy. I just explained it to you simply, I hope. And if you didn't get it this time, re-listen to it later. This is a very important lesson. Remember, the greatest gift we have, ladies and gentlemen, is time. Today is our time. Be happy right now. I'm happy that you're on this broadcast with me today. Can't see you, but I can feel you, feel the energy. Thank you for that. I believe everyone that I speak to can change their life with a few simple habits. Just be happy. Bobby McFarlane, you know that song? Woo, just be happy. I'm a terrible singer. Just be happy. Don't worry, be happy. So now I'm going to get into a little bit of instruction here. And you know, this might sting a little bit. It's okay because we're friends, we're partners, we're happy. I'm here to share with you the truth. Not really one to sugarcoat a lot of things because I respect you too much to waste your time, and I'm definitely not going to waste the gift of time. So here's my first suggestion. Stop complaining about what you're allowing. Did I just say that? Stop complaining about what you are actually allowing to happen to you. See, things don't happen to you. They happen because of you. Write that one down. Responsibility. It truly is liberating. Or another way to explain it is, it just feels great. When you take responsibility for your own life, when you literally say to yourself, you know what, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. See, your success is absolutely your fault. When you're on the stage receiving your awards for changing some of your habits, for changing your attitude, for becoming credible, for leading a team, and you're rewarded for doing those simple income producing activities every day and you're becoming a better example, it's you that everybody's going to applaud. It's you. Picture it. In your mind, close your eyes right now. In your mind, see yourself on the stage. In your mind, feel how that's going to feel. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel bulletproof and 10 feet tall. You're going to feel like everything is possible because you know what? Everything is possible. And I can say that because I've seen it happen over the last 10 years. It's happened to myself. It's happened to thousands of other people. And it can happen for you. Because it's only getting better, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm going to share with you some stats. I thought these blew my mind. And I think it's interesting, and then I'll end with the call. But I want you to remember this, is that greatness is always in the moment of the decision. Greatness. Great things happen in that moment of a decision. You've got to create the habit to stick to it. But if you're happy, and you know it, just stick to it. Just keep going. Yes, there's going to be things you're uncomfortable doing. It's supposed to be that way. If it was easy, everyone would have it. And then it wouldn't be worth it. But you're worth it. You can do it. Did you know that 58% of people in North America after high school never read another book in their life? 58. 58% of the people in North America. I don't know what the world is, but North America. That's scary, isn't it? Isn't that freaking scary? 1 in 7 people in the world cannot read. 1 billion people in the world cannot read. I assume most of the people that will be on this call here today can read. But again, like I spoke about, reading books is not enough. It's your response to what you're reading that is important. We all have opportunity to change our lives. We all live in places that allow us to do that. We all are in control of our feelings. We all are in control of our actions. So how we feel and what we do every day, we 100% control. Whether we're in a place where, you know, other freedoms are limited, it doesn't matter. We control our mind. This one's awesome. I love this one. The average American, remembering that, you know, 58% of the people after high school never read again. The average American bowls, you know, bowling, 10-pin bowling, 233 times in their lifetime. So in their lifetime, you know, that's what it said. The average American bowls 233 times in their lifetime, but yet 58% of them never pick up a book after high school. Maybe they just are really happy bowling. This is some of the things that you realize when you speak with people and you really get to work with people. And you get to share with them in their dreams and their goals. And you really get to listen. It's a skill, ladies and gentlemen. Listening is a skill. And if you can master those skills, you can be happy in what you're doing every day. You can be grateful in what you're doing every day. You can build that credibility and you can become that leader that other people are looking for. Believe me, the law of attraction is strong. They call it a law for a reason. It's like the law of gravity. I don't know how it works, but we don't float. It's a law. So is the law of attraction. What are you attracting? Are you attracting happy, you know, bright, energetic, you know, visionary people? Or are you attracting unhappy people that are masters and have mastered doing the wrong things so they can share that with you? Believe me when I say, ladies and gentlemen, it's very easy to follow the wrong examples. You, on the other hand, have found the right example to follow because you're here tonight. I attended an event and I was listening to some of the speakers, and one of the speakers on the stage was Harvey McKay, and he's written a number of books. One of the books that I've read that is amazing is called Dig Your Well Before You Are Thirsty. Dig your well before you are thirsty. And Harvey McKay, you know, he has this amazing story, and it's a success story based on traditional business, but inside of his story, he explains how he developed the habit of staying in touch with people. And this is a person who claims to have a Rolodex, you know, old style, you know, not the cell phone where we got 1,000 names in that we never talk to. This is actually a Rolodex for the people who maybe know what that is. It's easy. But the ones who don't, it's literally pieces of paper that can flip over, and you got the name, you know, and phone number, because back when you had a Rolodex, you didn't have emails. You didn't have, you know, maybe a fax machine. But, you know, 14,000 people in his Rolodex. This is a person who you know, has found a creative way to stay in touch with people every day. And that's what I took from his call, or from his presentation, is that he said, look, you need to find creative ways every day to stay in touch with people. It doesn't have to be always about the coffee. You just need to develop this habit of every day staying in touch with people. And he has created an empire in the printing industry, envelopes. Envelopes. This guy's a business worth over $100 million, well, $300 million business. Envelope. Who mails letters today? But he found a creative way to stay in touch with people every day. And that's a great piece of advice. Always go into the world with a smile. Always be willing to, you know, make that eye contact. Nod. Hello? I'm telling you right now, it's an amazing skill, and it's not for everyone, but it needs to be. This is how you are able to attract strong people into your life. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my lesson for today. Again, truly do appreciate your times invested in this broadcast. And I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you on additional broadcasts as they come along. And again, remember, Monday, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, we have Miss Marianne Node on the product and business call, and she's going to be rocking it out. One of the most powerful people that I've ever met in my life, and so passionate about people and their health and their wealth. And I'm going to leave you with the great words of Zig Ziglar. I'm not going to give up, shut up, or let up until I'm taken up. As a matter of fact, I'm just getting warmed up. Have an amazing week. We will see you all soon. God bless. Good night.